just had to hurt him. Somebody pray for me, I ain't perfect. I come from the trenches under them curtains, shit. Devil on my back, I feel I'm working. Waking the people up, I'm putting that work in. Tryna be 144 now.
Alright, let's record.
Alright, come y'all in my face. I'm gonna have this right in their face, man. Alright, come, hold on, Salaki, 1 second.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praise, glory, honor goes to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for giving us this truth. Double honor to all the elders teaching on the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth and sincerity to you. We say shalom. We out here to bring our people back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. This is why we out here. So get Matthew. Let me see. Get Hebrews 10:26. We're gonna start off with the book of Hebrews. All right. Go on here, get that.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26.
Come.
For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth,
That's right.
there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
All right, so the Bible says if we sin willfully, man, that means willfully going off and breaking the Shabbat, doing all type of madness, man. That goes against Torah. Read that again.
For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth,
Read.
there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
So ain't no more sacrifices for sin, man. So we out here to keep y'all away from sin, man. All right. Our people, they breaking the Shabbat. You got women dressing half naked. All right, being provocative. All right, that goes into sin, man. All right. Get Matthew chapter Salakia. Get Matthew 23:3. Get that real quick. Matthew 23:3, man. Cause you know our people, they despise correction, man. They don't want to be corrected, man. All right, they love being on the bottom. They just don't want to be bothered, man. While the so-called white man is continue to rule over our people, man. All right, they don't want to be bothered, man. Go ahead, get that.
This is Matthew 23, verse 3.
Come.
All, therefore, whatsoever they bid you observe. You want to start at 2?
Yeah.
Verse 2. Saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat.
Right, so the scribes and the Pharisees, they sit in Moses' seat, man. That means they profess themselves to do the laws of the Most High. Read.
All, therefore, whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works.
Because they was putting on the front, just like a lot of you people out here now, man. Y'all profess that y'all keep God's laws, man. But y'all deny the Most High in faith, man. All right, y'all deny the law, and y'all deny the works of the Most High. Read that again.
But do not ye after their works.
After their works, read.
For they say and do not.
Right, so they say keep the law, but they don't even do the law. Read.
For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne.
That's right.
And lay them on men's shoulders.
That's right. So if anybody in this truth telling you not to keep the commandments, they're a dog-faced lie, man. Read.
But they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers.
That's right. So they don't want to do God's laws, man. Go ahead.
But all their works they do for to be seen of men.
Right. So you got people praying out in the open, talking about Jesus Christ. That ain't the name you're gonna be saved by, man. That's another name for the devil, man. Read.
They make broad their flatteries and enlarge the borders of their garments.
That's right. So they got long fringes, you know what I'm saying? Long ribbons of blue. All right. This is what our people was doing in the ancient world. And a lot of them doing it now, man, because anybody could wear fringes, man. All right? Anybody could wear fringes, man.
Right, and they lay heavy burdens upon the men of lower ranking than them, you know?
Right.
They give them the bigger tasks to be done, and while the small things they keep for themselves to do, you know?
Right.
Just wicked men. Our leaders has failed us in the past, in the days of old, and if you look in today's society, it's the same thing reoccurring and happening over and over again, you know? Because our leaders are supposed to be out here showing the young man how to live life, man, how to be a man of wisdom, how to be a husband, you know, to their wives and not whoring out our sisters, you know?
And that's all you got in the churches, man. You got a bunch of pimps in the church home, man. All right, that's it. Drop that and get Mark 1 and 15.
Brother, did you know bald head was a sin?
Hold on, Salaki, stay in order. Stay in order. Hey, brother, you know your nationality according to the Bible?
I ain't got time right
You
now.
ain't got time for the world. Okay, all right. Listen to this, though. What? Mark 1 and 15.
This is Mark 1 and 15.
Read.
And saying the time is fulfilled,
Right, so, brother, the time is fulfilled. Read.
and the kingdom of God is at hand.
Read.
Repent ye
So repent, brother. You got a ball here. Read.
and believe the gospel.
So you got to believe the gospel, man. What's the gospel? The good news, man. The kingdom to come is for the Israelites, man. It's for the Israelites. The Bible is for the Israelites. Written to the Israelites, by the Israelites, and for the Israelites, man. Nobody else, man. All right?
And it already looks like the Lord is plaguing his knees. You know, you see the knee band he had on, you know.
God.
And a lot of our older generations, you know, they have something wrong with their back, you know, their spine, their knees, you know, is giving out. And a lot of our older men don't even live past the age of 60. You know?
He looked like he was knocking on 60, like he was 50, like maybe 53, you know.
Like he look older than like 56 probably.
You don't know. Get that Exodus 20 and 8.
I don't see how you can do that, like being in the heat like that with your head glazing like that. Shoot. I know his stuff burning, bro.
Hey, sister, you got a moment? You got a second to hear this gospel? Go ahead, get that.
Exodus 20 and verse 8.
God.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right, so remember the Shabbat and keep it holy, man. Is our people doing that? No. All right, they don't even know what the word Shabbat means. Read that again.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughters, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. Right, so, you know, we are supposed to keep the Torah, man. And the Christian church, man, they tell the congregation that they should keep the 10 commandments, right? But in the 10 commandments is to keep the Sabbath day, man.
Right.
Are they're not even enforcing that law in their churches to keep it, man. You know? So what is these Christian pastors doing?
Right, if I can say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Speaking on the Sabbath, like my OG, her church specifically, the preacher, he picked his own Sabbath. When I brought it to him, he say the Sabbath what you choose it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's going off, man. That's going off. That's going off according to the Bible, man. The Most High, he set up these days, man. He set up these ordinances for our people, man. Read.
Jeremiah 44:4.
Read.
Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate.
Right, so the Most High is sending brothers up early, man, to do this work, man, to raise up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And what our people do? They walk right past us. They don't want to hear. Go ahead.
I'm bringing this one out specifically because my OG, she was at a prayer corner at her church today or whatever. Now this is what the scripture say as far as like these prayer corners right here. It's, Matthew 6:5. It reads, when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues. A synagogue is a chief house. What's the chief house in the neighborhood? It's them churches. Right. They love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corner of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
Yeah, they have their reward. Hey, get Jeremiah 4:7 real quick. Goes into the Christian church. Get that.
2nd Esdras 16 from the top.
Read.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon.
All right, so woe be unto Babylon. That's America, read.
In Asia,
China, read.
woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
So the Most High is about to bring destruction, man. Destruction is coming to the soils of America, man, whether you like it or not. A lot of y'all think that your car is going to save you from the destruction of America. No, it's not.
Bad other cars.
All right.
And Brad. Bad other cars and Brad. That's all we see.
Because you know, our people, they got the V8, the V6,
And this
like
sister,
Hemi,
she had a
like
name
Hemi.
tag. She had a name tag on her trunk. But I bet you asked her, she got to be a man of the word of God. She ain't got time.
Nope.
Piss poor conditions, but it's like all people, they enjoy this, man. I
Get that again.
don't get it.
2nd Ezra 16 from the top.
Read.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon.
Whoa, destruction, read.
In Asia,
Uh-huh.
woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
You know where those places are, read.
Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children.
That means to lament. Lamenting. You know what I'm saying? The word lament means to be sorry, man. Read.
And be sorry,
Uh-huh.
for your destruction is at
So
hand.
that destruction is coming. That's World War III right there, man. All right. Get Malachi 1 verse 4. What you all? You got anything?
I just tried to come Jeremiah 74.
Yeah, 74. Yeah, come. Because the churches don't speak about this. Read.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 4. Trust ye not in lying words, saying the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are thee.
Right. So the Bible say, trust ye not in lying words, man.
Come, man.
You know, they go to them churches, they say that's the spiritual, that's that pastor church. He's a spiritual man. Meanwhile, the man he's committing all type of abominations, man.
You know, with a bald head in the booty.
Bald head, eating pork.
Oh,
He
man.
might be in
Oh.
adultery. You hear what I'm saying?
Hey, call them.
Hey, sister, you got a moment to hear the word? What's your nationality, according to the Bible? African American?
She said Christian, that's a
Christian.
denomination. That's
Can I show you something? 1 second. You got it. I need you to grab this too long.
I can't believe that.
Get your well 3 and 1. Can I ask you a question, sister?
Yeah.
How did our people get to this side of the world?
I don't know. You guess.
Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know how we got over here?
Shit. God?
We talking about secular history.
Yeah, what type of transportation? You ain't never seen no old slavery movies or nothing?
You haven't
Just
seen?
Get that. Get Deuteronomy 28:15. Now look, the reason why we over here is because we broke God's commandments. So the Most High is going to kill 2/3 of our people because they refuse to come back to His laws and His way of thinking. So that's why you see a lot of bad things happen to black people. Like the sister that got shot by the police, and she ran into the bike shop.
Yeah,
That was
I live
God's
right
judgment, huh?
I live over there.
Yeah, that was God's judgment right there, because that sister was wicked. So God allowed that white man to kill her. You see what I'm saying? But get this.
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Read. Listen, sister.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Read.
to observe to do all his commandments
Uh-huh.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
So the Most High is commanding us to do something. Read.
that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
You hear that, sister? Read that again.
that all these curses
Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. So what's a curse? Is that a blessing? Right. It's something bad. It's something bad that befalls you. Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Right. So we cursed in the city, man. When you go to Chicago, what you see? You see drug-infested neighborhoods. All right. Prostitutes, killers, drug dealers, the police killing you over there. That's a curse. Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Right, because they were hanging our forefathers back in the South. All right, and what they had us doing, our ancestors picking cotton. Right, You ever seen like a picture of a black woman bending over picking cotton? You ever seen that, sister?
Yeah.
That's what we did. That happened to us because we was put on punishment by the Almighty. Read.
Lock it. Verse 17.
Because we are the people of the book. We are the real Jews. That's why when you was walking up here, I asked you what's your nationality according to the Bible, and you couldn't tell me because you're not black. Your shoes is black, right? You brown. All right, we not African American. That's two different white men from Italy. Read.
Cursed shall be thy basket.
Right, so curse shall be thy basket. We don't own no stores. We got to go to everybody else. Look, all these stores that you see, we don't own that. We don't own that. Read.
In thy store, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Right, because black people always sick. Read.
And the fruit of thy land.
No, we don't have no land because it was stolen. Our land is Israel. We from Jerusalem. Read.
The increase of thy kind.
Read.
And the flocks of thy sheep.
We don't have no sheep, no property, no nothing. Read.
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in.
Right, so when you leave Chicago and go to Atlanta, then you're going to be cursed. Like King Von, when he went down there and got shot and killed, he was cursed. Read.
And cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Right, so he died. He died cursed. He got shot, and then they had his body split open because he got shot right here. So they split him open, and they, you know what I'm saying, like they took his organs or something like that. Now you ain't got to do it. Go ahead.
Salaki. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in. Oh, Salaki. Verse 20.
Read.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke.
Read.
And in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do.
Right, so you probably might want to start a business. The Most High put the spirit on somebody to jeopardize you and make you feel like you shouldn't start that business. That's what that's talking about right there. The Most High is going to send a hater towards you. You might want a stumbling block. You might want to open up a nail salon. They be like, don't do that. You ain't going to make no money. Read that again. This is what that's talking about. Listen.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke.
You know what the word rebuke means? That means to openly. What do the word rebuke mean, Doc?
I gotta look at the
Go ahead and get it. It means to pretty much reprove somebody. Like you thought that you knew what you was doing, but somebody's gonna come and tell you that no, you shouldn't do that. That's rebuke. All right? You gonna get the definition?
Yeah.
We're gonna go into that word rebuke, man. All right, our people, we got so much pride, but we ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing. We get everything we get from the white man. Everything. We ain't got nothing. We can't just leave here and go to another continent because our people, we poor. We really poor. Even if you got $1 million. If you got $1 million, that still ain't no money to the white man. Get that.
This is Strong's H4 4045 Megareth reproof.
It say reproof. Read.
That is curse, rebuke.
Right, so rebuke. So when somebody reproved you, you probably got some haters. You got some haters, sister? You got people hating on you?
I don't know.
You got people looking at you all crazy and thinking they better than you and stuff? That's in the Bible.
Probably.
That's a part of the curses, sister. So we trying to tell you, you an Israelite. What's your father? What's your father?
His nationality?
Yeah, what's his nationality?
He don't really claim nothing.
I'm just saying, by society standards, by society standards, what is your father?
We asking what's your race? What's your father's race? Not his religious beliefs. What's your father's race? His
Right, by
nationality.
what the society, when your father filled out for a job, what do we put on them?
Is he a so-called black man? So-called Arab man?
Okay,
Right.
so you would be from the tribe of Judah, right there. All right, you would be a real Jew. Let's get this. Go ahead.
Verse 47 in Deuteronomy 28. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 47.
God.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
And we literally serving our enemies. We got to work for the white man. If you work for
understand?
KFC right there. Hold on, she on the phone. But listen, if our people work for KFC right across the street, they working for the enemy. If you working for Burger King, you working for the enemy. If you working for AutoZone, you working for the enemy. Read that again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
That's right.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who did this happen to, sister? It's saying he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Who did that happen to? Who did that happen to? You wanna get this?
God-fearing man, it's hard to hurt him. Somebody pray for me, I ain't perfect. I come from the trenches under them curtains, shit. Devil on my back, I feel I'm working. Waking up people up, I'm putting that work in. Tryna be 144 now.